Hello friends! In this video you'll see how the actors of the movie New Jack City 1991 have changed. You'll know their real names and age. I will show you how they look then and what's with them now in 2023. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go! Scotty Appleton paired with Nick Peretti. He perceives his service as a real war against crime, which makes him quite dangerous. It has considerable physical endurance and is capable of chasing a criminal for a long distance by running. Nino Brown, Wesley Snipes, is a major drug trafficker who knows how to create a clear strategy and shows serious ambition in this business. He's used to doing business in a somewhat tough manner, but because of his self-confidence, he may underestimate the danger. G-Money, Alan Payne, has a strong word in the Cash Money Brothers gang and was a friend of Nina, whom he helped run the drug business. He is not characterized by extreme cruelty and narcissism. G likes to play basketball and can hit the basket with precision. Stone works at a New York City police station and was the one assigned by his superiors to set up an independent group to fight drug crime. He knows how to be persuasive and can take responsibility for a colleague. The role is performed by Mario Van Peebles. Selena was romantically involved with Nino Brown and was related to Kareem Akbar. She was not embarrassed by the criminal lifestyle of her boyfriend, but still she has certain moral principles and is not ready to put up with everything. Played by Michael Michel. Do Man was one of Nino Brown's confidants and often subjected people to torture and even death at his behest. He admired his boss' ideas, showed responsibility in his duties and loyalty. Played by Bill Nunn, who died in 2016 of cancer. Park Russell Wong works in the same department as Stone, with whom he gets along well and helps in some work situations, such as finding the right cops to deal with Nina. Knows how to find the right materials and will cover a colleague in front of his superiors. Kareem Akbar, Christopher Williams, is Selena's cousin, thanks to whom he was able to get a job with Nino Brown. He's not stupid, well-versed in banking, and also quite good at computers. Preferred a good income over an honest and minimum wage job. Keisha, Vanessa Williams, is the only girl in Brown's gang. She's not one of those who will negotiate for a long time, seek a compromise, but is used to acting impulsively and ruthlessly, easily destroying the rivals of the gang, for which she often uses a gun. Frankie Needles, Anthony DeSanto, is a member of Don Armetti's trusted circle of people. He finds out the necessary information for the boss and communicates with some partners when necessary. He is not impulsive and is able to take a wait-and-see attitude. Don Armetti is the head of the New York Mafia, with whom Nino Brown has partnered for some time. He's not known for his aggressiveness, but he can, if necessary, crack down on negligent partners who refuse to honor agreements. Nick Peretti, Judd Nelson, works in law enforcement and has been assigned to partner Scotty. He has a loose nature, and even his colleagues don't want to get involved with him, as sometimes he behaves somewhat inadequately. Has a history of problems with drug use. Reverend Oates was acquainted with Nino Brown, whom he treated favorably and assisted. He almost glowed when Nino gave money to local children and tried to keep his conscience quiet. Played by Nick Ashford, who passed away from throat cancer in 2011. Unica, Tracy Camilla Jones, had a love affair with G-Money. She doesn't care much about the feelings of others, knows how to interest a man with her frank behavior, and can easily dance a striptease if she feels like it. She knows how to move sensually. New Year's Eve band, Guy, worked for a while at a Spotlight club where G Money and his partners visited. He has great artistry and really enjoys playing energetic music. Carefully captures the interest of listeners. The role is performed by Teddy Riley. Prosecuting attorney Hawkins, Phyllis Ewan Stickney is a former classmate of Stone who has taken it upon herself to help put Nino Brown away. She scrutinizes all materials that might be relevant to the case and provides a realistic assessment of the status quo. Master of Ceremonies worked at a Spotlight for a New Year's Eve party. He behaves confidently on stage in front of many people, talks cheekily and often uses rap in his profession, especially when announcing the performance of musicians, played by Fab Five Freddy. Singer at wedding, Keith Sweat, was hired for the daughter of Reverend Oates. He enjoys his job, completely devoting himself of singing and passing the vibrations of the music through his body, and also often likes to move his body smoothly and interact with guests. Old Man is one of the residents of the Carter house. He's a bona fide citizen who has never evaded paying taxes and was outraged that the police were not acting against Nino. It was he who put an end to Brown's existence. The role is performed by Bill Cobbs. Recovering addict, Tina Lifford was in the same rehab center as Pookie, who she also supported in his success. She found it difficult to cope with her addiction to drugs, and even for the sake of her child, whom she had harmed, she was unable to fight on her own. DJ Flavor Flav works at the Spotlight club that Nino Brown attends. He invites to the club and entertains people, for which he often skillfully reads rap. He feels confident, has a cheerful and extravagant nature. Pookie has been a robber for a while and was also Scotty's temporary informant. He can be brazen when it comes to free food. He doesn't have much willpower, which caused him to slide to the bottom under the pressure of life circumstances, played by Chris Rock. Reporter Linda Freundlich was one of many media representatives who attended Nino's sentencing. She likes to ask various tricky, sometimes provocative questions, and at the same time doesn't feel a fear of the criminal, because the main thing is an exclusive report. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please share it on social networks, like it, and of course subscribe to the channel.